In terms of good moral teachings, loving non-Muslims, anything that you know of in the Quran?
Loving, yeah, in the Quran they ask us to love everybody, everyone. The Buddhist, the Christian, the non-believer, any human being.
Where? Do you think the Quran asks Muslims to love non-Muslims?
The Quran asks Muslims to love everyone.
Where do you see this? Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. By the way, we are recording.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, and those with him are forceful against the disbelievers. Can you see?
I am almost agree with that because the disbelievers are very bad in this world, and all the religions speak about the disbelievers because they are the cancer of this world. As you can see, the young people, they smoke, they drink, they go outside night and they sleep with each other. I think we all have to fight against disbelievers. If it's Quran or not, I am agree with that.
Don't laugh. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's why I love too.
You haven't made a good point. You made a terrible point.
No, because
please don't laugh. My dear Muslim friends, what's it? Hello, my dear Muslim friends. We have just started a branch of the local hospital here. Here we have Muslim health emergency treatments. Dear friends, Islam is a delusion, a mental issue. If you have been reading the Quran for such a long time, you will have. You're a Muslim, my dear friend. Please come here, my dear friend. I am a Christian. Please come here. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the problem is this Islam.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, please tell me, in relation to the Quran, in terms of good moral teachings, loving non-Muslims, anything that you know of in the Quran?
Loving, yeah, in the Quran they ask us to love everybody, everyone. The Buddhist, the Christian, the non-believer, any human being.
Where?
You want me to show where exactly?
Yeah. Roughly where?
It's very deep. I'm gonna take like 1/2 hour to looking for it. It's not easy to find it, to understand.
That's fine, but roughly, you know the surahs. In surah,
I grew in
which
Algeria.
surah?
I'm a Muslim. I grew in Arabic country, Algeria. You understand?
Algeria, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
So you would have read the Quran.
In the Quran, we believe the mother of Jesus, Maryam, ibnat Umran. You understand?
Sure. But please say.
Let me remember.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for some truth, not fancy ideas. I'd like to find out where in the Quran you get the idea that non-Muslims, you can love non-Muslims. Where?
There is no a version in the Quran. They say the Muslim they don't love another religion or another people. It's not existing.
Doesn't say this?
It doesn't say this.
If I show, what would you do?
You show me now.
Yeah,
it's the real Quran.
Yeah, the real Quran. Yeah, let me see.
You have to understand the meaning.
Yeah. So,
Exactly the real meaning. واذكر لهم في الكتاب مريم إذ انتبذت من أهلها مكانا شرقيا واتخذت من دونه حجابا.
What are you saying?
This is and remember them about Mary of the mother of Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes, they explain what she was good and kindness. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
She said
love non-Muslims.
No, she said Mary. She was the pure woman, and she's kind and
You understand the word love?
Love.
non-Muslims.
Ti amo, حب, pehli. Yeah, all the language I can tell you love.
But from the Quran you can't say. I'm asking about the Quran.
The love from the Quran is
love non-Muslims from the Quran. Where do you find that?
love non-Muslim.
Yeah, please, yeah. Where do you find love non-Muslims in the Quran?
Which let me remember. Okay. لا فرق لا فرق بين عربي there is no a difference between an Arabic or European or any race only the faith with the God. Yes.
But I'm talking about religion.
لا فرق بين عربي ولا أعجمي ولا أبيض ولا أسود إلا بالتقوى. There is no a difference between Arabic or European or black or white, only the faith of the God. They say this. You know this one. Yeah.
Please listen to me.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't understand the question. There's no African, there's no Arab you think you love.
Yeah.
Muslims. My question is, love non-Muslims.
Love not Muslim.
Non-Muslims.
Yeah.
I'm concerned
Okay.
about the love for non-Muslims.
Okay.
Not your Arab Muslim, Algerian Muslim, no. Non-Muslims.
Yeah, we love non-Muslim. We love the
Where?
European. We love the Buddhist. The any religion.
Where? In the Quran, where? What does the Quran say?
I cannot find it out now, but I know 100%. Yes. But there is one of Syrian is big ulama, is big scientific. He said, you cannot be a good Muslim if you don't love the other people, especially the Christianity. Yes.
My dear friend, you are waffling on. You don't know what you're talking about. Let me read to you carefully. Surah 48, Ayah 29. Surah 48.
Frère, je suis là.
Please come help.
Tu peux venir pour traduire quelque chose vite. Sorry. Him is from France. I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, please come here, please. Please come here. Surah 48, Ayah 29. Please read.
Okay, wait. My brother is gonna come. He's more culture man than me.
Is more what?
Let.
Love, please come here, my dear friend. He thinks you know better about Islam than him.
Yeah.
You're a Muslim yourself.
Yeah.
We? Please come here. Surah, no, the camera is fine. So, in terms of non-Muslims, loving non-Muslims, where do you think the Quran asks Muslims to love non-Muslims?
The Quran asks Muslims to love everyone.
Where do you see this?
But it's the
In
message
a
of
lot
God.
of page, a lot of version.
No, let him speak. You couldn't answer. Please let him speak.
It's the message of God. Love everyone. Be kind with everyone. With your parents.
Where do you see?
I don't want to tell you where. I want to tell what I see, what I think.
I've never seen this idea.
Look, they ask you to love the neighbor. Donc it's firstly the
Muslim
yes.
neighbors.
No, Muslim neighbor. Firstly
Non-Muslims.
the mom, non-Muslim.
Where do you?
In the Quran, and it's even said if they are prisoners, you have to take care of them more than you.
Muslims.
You have to take care, non-Muslims.
Non-Muslims.
Yeah.
Where do you see non-Muslims?
The message is about love everyone, even if they are not Muslims.
Where?
In the Quran.
Where?
But you ask me to name the chapter. I don't know the chapter. It's very wide.
I have read the Quran.
Yeah,
I have read the Quran
but
multiple
it's very
times.
wide.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
I'm not an expert.
Okay, let's read this. Let's read this verse together.
Just me, what I want to tell you that.
Let's read this verse
but
together.
I don't really have the time. I'm gonna just listen. Last thing I want to say is they ask us to love each other, mom, neighbors, dad, friends, and be kind. Give food to homeless.
What's your name?
And love the.
What's your name?
My name is Buhajar.
Buhajar. If you don't know, don't make things up.
Okay, if
When you don't
want
know.
to talk with me, I can
No.
go.
Speak to me.
I
But
just- I told
don't
you.
make things up.
No, look.
When you don't know, don't make things
I'm
up.
gonna tell you another thing. I am Christian too. My mom, she's Christian. My dad, he's Muslim. I am born in between two religions and cultures, and in every religion in this world, Christian, Islam, Buddhism, but every religion, the message is almost the same. I will not say the same because you asked to be precise about things. The message is almost the same. We don't really care about the religion. The message is be kind, be nice with others, help the poorest. and
Bujar,
love
Bujar,
your
yeah,
family.
Bujar,
Yeah.
Bujar. I don't know how much of the Quran you have read. I really don't know. You clearly come across either you haven't read the Quran, either, or you're making things up which are not there in the Quran, thinking they are there in the Quran and hoping they are there in the Quran. I have read the Quran cover to cover multiple times, analytically, enough to be able to write books on these. And I am writing books in relation to the Quran. And what I can say, can you please, sorry, what I can say, just for the camera, what I can say is this idea of loving non-Muslims does not exist in the Quran. What rather exists in the Quran is, whereas love non-Muslim doesn't exist, hate, everything to the extent of making Muslims hate non-Muslims, to the extent of even perhaps killing non-Muslims, exists in the Quran. I can read them for you if you like, where I am giving you specific verses. Surah 48, for example, Surah 48, Ayah 29. Let's read. Surah 48, Ayah 29. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Sorry. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. By the way, we are recording, but
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, and those with him are forceful against the disbelievers. Can you see? Those with him are... What do you see there?
Against the disbelievers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I am almost agree with that, because the disbelievers are very bad in this world, and all the religions speak about the disbelievers, because they are the cancer of this world. As you can see, the young people, they smoke, they drink, they go outside night and they sleep with each other. I think we all have to fight against disbelievers.
So wait
it
a
can
second.
be Christian, Muslim, it can be everyone, every religion, and that's normal, because disbelievers are not good people, and even almost like animals in this world. Human is too smart to be a disbeliever. We need someone to believe. It can be Christian, Muslim. The most important is that disbelievers, we cannot stay with them too much, because they are like a sickness, in this world.
So
As you can see,
you agree?
if you have child, I can be agree, yeah,
So let's start off.
not in a religion points, in a human's point,
So in a human point,
Yeah.
disbelievers are like animals, whoever they
No,
are.
they
You have a
act,
particular...
and live like an animals. It's not about Muslim or Christian points. It's not about religion now. It's about what I
So
see.
you consider, who are these people, these disbelievers?
Disbelievers is people act and live like animals, but by not following a certain rule.
How many are these in this world?
I don't know. I have no idea.
2 billion, 3 billion?
I have no idea about
4
that.
billion.
I have no idea, but
So no, so in other words,
if it's Quran or not, I am agree with that.
don't laugh, this is serious stuff.
Yeah, I know.
You haven't-
That's why I love to.
You haven't made a good point, you made a terrible point.
No, because
and so
no,
please don't
no,
laugh.
It's not terrible or good. You
second.
have a point, I have a point. Everyone have a
Look,
point.
look,
It can
please
be
listen.
true or fake.
Please
That's we don't
listen,
know.
please listen. According to you, there are some people in the world who are like animals.
They act and live like animals.
like
Humans
animals.
is too
Like
smart
animals, like
to
animals.
shit everywhere and drink on the floor and
Once
sleep.
again, please engage with the point. This is very important. So according to you, there are people in the world, many in France,
Yeah, Europe.
many in the UK, who are like animals.
And they act and live like animals.
Sure. Listen to me carefully. Whether you use the word act and live, the like animals is the key point I want to focus on. In your view, there are some people who are like animals.
No, they act and live
Same
like
thing,
animals.
same thing. I don't know
Not
why you
same
want to-
things. No, because you say they are humans, but they act like
When you
animals.
act like animal, you are like animal, yeah?
Anyway, my point is you
Please,
cannot
please, the
make
camera, please, sir.
You cannot sleep
No, no,
with
no.
everyone.
Sure.
Don't take a shower. Don't be hygienic.
So if
speak bad
someone
about
doesn't take
everyone,
shower, if someone doesn't take shower, you think they are like animals.
No,
That's
because
fine. Let's
animals,
move on.
they are
Do you know?
cleaner, they are cleaner,
Let me
not some humans
let me move on. Do you know who are referred to as disbelievers in this chapter?
I can, I see disbelievers.
These are non-Muslims.
Not
Believers are
No,
Muslims.
you can believe in Christianity, Hinduism, every religion that gives a stable path and a good direction for humans to live. Because like I said, human is too smart to be lost in the sea.
So
like
believers are Christians are believers.
No, believers can be anyone that don't believe in God.
Yeah. Show me from the Quran where non-Muslims are considered believers.
But the believers is trust in God. It can be any religion.
No. Please, I'm asking you.
Yeah, but you
Show me
want
from the Quran.
No, but look,
You're making things up as you go along. I don't know if you know this or not. You clearly don't have a clue about the Quran, or you are lying. One of those two. I don't know which one.
Look,
I don't know which one.
You want to put me on your point, but me, I have one. You have to accept my point.
No,
You
no.
always say
You are,
that's not
you are,
true.
look,
What
look,
you think is
my
not
dear
true,
friend,
that is-
my dear friend. The Quran is the Quran. Whether you have your point or not, the Quran is the Quran. I have read the Quran and I'm asking you, where in the Quran you get the idea that non-Muslims are believers? Where?
Quran said believers are the one that trust in God. You know?
No.
Simple.
Believers are some believers according to the Quran.
So the sheep?
Believers in the Quran
Yeah.
are people who believe in Muhammad to be the prophet.
No, they believe in God.
No. Believe in Islamic Allah.
No, believe in God. God.
Believe in Allah.
If it's your point, but look, you have a point, I have a point. Every
No,
human.
no. I am saying what the Quran says.
Say what you think.
You are saying things which are imaginary. My point is I'm trying to understand what the Quran says.
Okay, but
So I'm asking you again. Do you understand those who did not believe in the Islamic Allah are called non-believers, disbelievers?
no, the Christians
Those
are
who
called
did not
believers.
believe. Where?
the Christians and the Jewish
Where?
are called believers
Where?
in every religion.
Where? No, in the Quran. Where?
I don't know where in the
If you
Quran
don't know, don't make things up.
But look,
If you don't
a
know,
believer is someone that trusts in
if you
God.
don't
That's
know,
it.
no, that's not true.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
But if you think it's not true, man, if you are not
My
happy
dear
with
friend.
my point, I cannot talk with
okay,
you.
what I'm saying is you clearly are clueless in relation to the
No,
Quran.
I am not. I'm
You're-
clueless about that.
You're
but
clearly clueless in relation to the. You're
I
clearly
know about
clueless
my
in
mind.
relation to the
Man, we
Quran.
cannot talk with you, man. I have a point, you have a point, he have a point, everyone have a point. You cannot be focused on your mind. That's what
Listen
you
to me
think is
carefully.
true.
Listen to me
Cannot say
carefully.
that.
Listen to me carefully.
Yeah.
I'm not asking what is in your mind. I'm asking what is in the Quran.
I don't know about
If
where
you
and
don't
what.
know,
Alors ask
if you don't know,
ask someone
yeah,
that
please,
knows the Quran.
please. My dear Muslim friends, please come here. Let's try and find out. Find out if any other Muslim agrees with you. But good to see you today. God's blessings. Now,
My point is just
no, your point, no, I'm not.
Your
No.
point is wrong. You are wrong. What you think is wrong.
You have no clue about the Quran.
Exactly.
I'm telling you
You
honestly,
tell me 10 times. But look, my
and based on your lack of awareness of the Quran, you think you're going to hate people and think that they are like animals. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
look,
First of all, get to know the Quran. Second of all, know the Quran is horrible. And third of all, leave Islam. This is what you have to do. Don't assume what is there in the Quran and go around being a Muslim. Please don't.
look. You have
Nowhere
a point,
in the Quran. My point is right, your point is wrong.
Exactly.
Nowhere in the
That's why you
Quran.
have a mental illness.
Yeah. Nowhere in the Quran is there this idea
You repeat
that Jews and
false
Christians are believers?
I'm
Nowhere
gonna go
in the
on
Quran.
another point. Try to listen to me. Okay?
Now, I've listened to you.
Because you record, you don't want me to talk about something. Are you ready? Let's just listen.
I've heard you already.
10 seconds.
Sure.
You have a mental illness because you think your point is the only one. There is billions of people in this world, and billions of people have a different mind and they think differently than yours. You cannot really tell my point is the only one in this world and everyone have to be agree and follow me. That's the point where you need to think of.
Good. Thank you very much. Now, what I said was nothing to do with what you said, that I said. What I'm telling you is the Quran doesn't say what you say.
Yeah, that I don't know. Me, what I want
If
to
you
say-
don't know, don't make things up.
You ask me.
If you don't know,
You
don't
asked
make
me-
things up.
you asked
I
me to
asked you
talk
what
with
does the
you.
Quran say. You're making things up as you... But regardless, all people in the world have value.
Exactly. And they
Don't
think
think
differently.
anyone is like an animal. Don't think.
Disbelievers.
It's a terrible thinking. Really terrible thinking. No. There's none. None who is like an animal. Please keep moving. Don't treat anyone like an animal. Don't do. That's terrible.